Welcome to another video, guys. Today we're going to be tying a grasshopper. The first step in this is tying your thread. Go all the way back to the hook point. Make sure you trim off any excess string that you have. This will be crucial for the fly. Next, we're going to be adding in our olive dubbing. To this is crucial to add in the body. This will make the body bigger and it'll help your foam stay in. Make sure you apply it thickly and cover the entire hook. At this point, you are going to want to wrap back with spaced wraps. This is going to ensure that the dubbing will stay down while you apply your head cement and put on your foam. Also, you're going to want to cut your foam about half an inch or less, and you're going to want to trim the end. This will ensure that the fly has a butt, and it'll make it look very well instead of like square. This is also a crucial, important part. Otherwise, you'll have a blocky fly. What you're going to want to do here is you have your head cement. You're going to apply it to the top of the fly. What this does is ensure that your foam will stay on. It's like a super glue, but once you wrap it down, it'll ensure that it stays down, and when you hook into that monster fish, your foam isn't going to come apart and you'll be able to use the fly over and over and over again. Make sure that you cinch down on the fly. Make sure you put plenty of wraps and tighten up your thread. This will allow the foam to stay on very thoroughly. Next, wrap forward just a little bit to put in the next wrap on your foam. This allows a bigger space and gap so you won't have to do this so many times, and it'll make the fly just look a little bit cleaner. Wrap forward again, once again, and go about a centimeter away from the eye and cinch down that piece. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to open up your foam on the front there and keep it like that. Next, we're going to be adding in deer hair, crystal flash, and our legs. Next, we are just going to tie in our deer hair. Make sure that your deer hair is tightly fastened to the foam of the fly. Move the foam as needed and trim off all of the top ends that are at the fly there. As you can see that I'm just trimming it so it'll make a smaller profile, and also you can add in your legs and it looks a lot cleaner in the end. As you can see here, I have a piece of teal crystal flash. You're going to want to bend it to make a loop at the end. Leave about 2 or 3 inches in there and to your tie-in point, and then you're going to tie it in. As you can see there, I'm tying it in. Next, you're going to want to trim off the tail ends. Leave a nice little chunk to about the size of the fur there, deer hair. Next, you're going to cut your loop. What this does is it allows you to have 4 strands instead of 2. Trim as needed. If you find a couple of spare ends that you need to trim, go ahead and do so. At this point in time, this is a crucial point. You need rubber legs. I take 2 rubber legs, and what you're going to do is match the ends together. Then you are going to knot them. I'll show you here how you do that. This is a very great way to imitate a hopper, and the most crucial part, in my opinion, is to have rubber legs. After you have knotted the legs, you're going to tie them in where you have tied in your fur and your crystal flash. Also, take the knot and trim off the 2 spare ends that you can see there. Next, what you're going to do is make about 1 inch or 2, whatever length you prefer, and trim there. Make sure you leave in the knot. You're just going to do and repeat the same thing on the other side. At this point in time, we are now going to start to make the head. Pull over your foam, and right behind the eye, you are going to make a wrap, as you can see there. What this is going to do is create the head. The next thing you're going to want to do also is take your foam. Do you see how the foam is super long? We don't want that. Oh, and also move the foam around as needed. But you're going to trim the foam down, and then you're going to just trim the sides of it. What this will do is this will allow it to look better. It's just a great way to make it look better and more realistic. We are done with this fly, but the last thing to do that is also a very crucial part is to tie in your knot. I like to use half hitches lately just because it's easy, and well, I've just been using half hitches as long as I know. So just use a whip finisher or use your fingers to use half hitches, whatever you prefer. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and